The farm. I call it the farm. I don't know. It's this place I go. I work at. It's wonderful. Older lady uh, up over a mountain, on the backside of a mountain that's in the middle of our valley where I live in Vermont, and I just call it the farm. It's an old farm on the side of a hill. It's beautiful. It's got a bunch of old buildings that just hung on. Just they didn't go away. They didn't get all renovated and ripped up. It ain't all fancy and pretty. Oh, but it is beautiful. Oh, it is beautiful. So I go to work, and it takes. I could listen to a half an album, pure league. Half an album. I can listen to like 6, 7 songs, eight songs maybe, on the way over the hill, over the mountain to get there. And then and I hadn't been there in a while, and I couldn't go slow enough. I started looking for things to look for. They were ridiculous to be looking for, just to slow down, to enjoy it. It's been a while, a few months. And then I pulled in this lady's driveway. Oh, the grass in between and just the tire tracks on the side, and she got great plantings and goofy things along the way. Nothing professional. This is just her expression onto this hillside. It's meadows and windbreaks and buildings and gullies and waterways and trenches and rivers and oh, I just I didn't want I wanted I just pulled in like a regular pace. I didn't want to get too weirded at in me, but it moved me. I got to participate in a place like this. Believe it or not, there people pay me. She pays me to go fiddle around with her goofy stuff that I love fiddling around with. I've had farmhouses. All my house has been kind of goofy. And I like it. Oh, I like it. And I get paid. I make a living. I've gotten through my life. The obligations of stammering through that business by working at places like this. I'm thinking, why could I be crabbing about anything? You know, older people, they come from a different place. They were formed in different ways. The same kind of stuff, same base stuff in different ways. But there's a deepness in their eyes, you know. When people have hung on, when people have bore through, people have stood up to, people have shown themselves to be fortified enough to hang with purpose, it inspires me. And to look around to see that it's not ugly when it's done is even more fascinating. This place I go, it could be a little postcard. It could be a little postcard. I don't know that she likes. I don't know. I just refer to it as the farm. I don't know why, but she's totally different than me. Oh, she's the complete opposite, but exactly almost the same. Now, this old farmhouse, been all kinds of people have been living there. She's had this place maybe 50 years. I don't know, but it's preserved. How many places you look around and see have preserved? I mean, naturally, wonderfully, with the tips of people's fingers preserved at a price. And you know the price is big in the person, in the soul of the person. So I can't believe how blessed I am to have come across a place like that, to have spent my mundane time in the workforce to get through the pay for living stuff, and now I went back and we had tea. Oh, I hadn't seen her. She should fire. She should like be mad at me. Oh, I'm so lonely. She's probably lonely, and we both kind of know the place. I kind of take it for myself. She don't think so, but I'm like, that's kind of my place. I kind of take I don't want to say ownership, but I take participation in it. I kind of like I feel it a little bit. I don't usually allow myself to be like that. Well, it ain't don't allow myself. I don't connect with places like that. I don't. It's a different connection. But anyways, I had a wonderful time in a wonderful, beautiful place with a wonderful woman that I'm sure I know she ain't perfect. Maybe that's why we get along, because I know I ain't, and I know she ain't, and I think she knows that I think I know I ain't. I think that helps. I don't mind. Some of her perfections are kind of cute. It's kind of goofy. I don't know. Older people are special. Especially should be taken advantage of. I mean, in a good way. In a good way, take advantage of what these people have lived through, because we're in the middle of it. And man, if there's any beauty around it, it's authentic. And when you're in it, you'll know it. And I've been very blessed to be even more than in it, but participate in it and welcome to it, blessed by it. Thank you. My little postcard, The Farm.